king, I am not a god, I am Humpty!
Hello Tano! In today's video we're going for a trip. Destination, taking down level 9999 steel path enemies in Warframe utilizing the new arcane and mods from the update 1999. But first, let me show you what this beast capable of.
I've been treading water for some time. I'll follow you to carry
Welcome back Tano, I hope you enjoyed the speedrun. As always, before I build a weapon or Warframe, I rely on my method called DVS. D, how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, and what's the faction I'll be fighting. V stands for how I'll proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for stripping enemies armor. We don't care about armor, we care about the damage reduction that comes with armor. Lowering that leads to dealing higher damage. This build doesn't require any Riven, so you can save your platinum. And a reminder, I use Revenant, so I don't boost the weapon in any way. So you can apply this build with your favorite Warframe that is boosting damage or not, you receive the same results. Let's go. Now before I show you the build, if you don't like my methods on how I'll proc viral and armor strip enemies, it's okay. You can check this sheet right here, it can help you maneuver around my methods to find your own style. Now, I'll be running 2 Emerald Archon shards to push the stacks of corrosive from 10 to 14 to armor strip enemies with the Tenet Diplos, as it will be modded with corrosive, so we don't rely on any helmet ability like Thero Strike, Pillage Terrify, and so on, and we don't rely on any focus school like Uniro. Now, viral from Nourish when we attack with our weapon or enemies attack us, they get stacks of viral as well, and we get that extra juicy energy. Other Archon shards, use whatever you want. I don't recommend using 2 pods, use whatever you want. Now, Revenant Prime. Again, I use Revenant so I don't boost the weapon in any way. No Vex Fury, no Eclipse, no Roar, no Zeta Whisper, no Mirage, no Sarin, no nothing. Alright? So you can apply the weapon build in any Warframe you want to receive the same results. Worthy Camaraderie. Squad receives 75% weak point critical chance. And then you got Arcane Precision on headshot 300% damage, and you got Arcane Velocity on critical hit 90% chance for 120% fire rate. Now if you play the Tenet Diplos, you'd understand how powerful this weapon with fire rate. Vigorous Swap on equip, or it means you switch between your weapons, you get 165% damage for 3 seconds. For the Tenet Diplos, starting with the Progenitors, it's gonna be magnetic, but if you have a toxin, don't worry, alright, whatever it is. If you have a toxin, you're gonna maybe have to replace galvanized shot, but I don't recommend that. Having it magnetic, and pretty much most of you will have it magnetic as you have it for the Profit Taker. Now, the weapon will be modded for corrosive, puncture, slash, impact, magnetic, and so on. The unique trait. Target up to 8 enemies by aiming, then fire to release 2 shots at each target. Reload 10% of magazine per second while hosted. I don't like the alt fire on this weapon, to be honest. I like not to aim at all with it. Prime target cracker for critical damage. Lethal turret for fire rate and multi-shot. Mercilized gunfight for critical damage and punch through. Galvanized shot for statue chance and on kill. 40% direct damage per statue type affecting the target for 14 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. The Primate Expel Oricene multiplicative damage against the faction. You want to switch, it depends on the faction that you are fighting. If you don't like to switch that, just go for Ornate Strike and you'll be good to go. Or go for the other one, which is the crit damage magnetic might right here, and you'll be good to go as well. Now, Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot, on kill more multi-shot. Pistol Pestilence for Toxin and Statue Chance. Primate Convulsion for Electricity. Steady Hand. This weapon have a nasty recoil. This is really good. Secondary Enervate. Increase critical chance by 10%. And that 10% is absolute. So no matter what's the critical chance of your weapon, even 0%, if you get 10%, that means it will be 10%. And then second hit. If in general, in conclusion, if this arcane gives you 1 million critical chance and you have 0% critical chance, you will have 1 million critical chance. That's what I mean, absolute. Now, resets after 6 big critical hits. The 6 big critical hits are orange or red. Okay, so as much you do non-crit or yellow, you'll be good to go. Now, If you have a Riven with a multiplicative faction against the multiplicative damage against the faction, you replace the Primatic Spell Orkin. If you have a Riven with Toxin, you replace Pistol Pestilence. If you have a Riven with Electricity, you replace Convulsion. If you have a Riven CC, CD, damage, negative zoom, for example, and you don't know what to replace, and you want to replace Mercilized Gunfight, you can do that. There is no issue in that at all, and so on. Let me know in the comments below what's your Riven, so I may help you replace that here and there. Now, here is a experiment with the Enervate against the Corpus. As you can see here, we just replace Orkin right here against the Corpus. So we're building Toxin and Magnetic. And here we have Magnetic Might. And we have Mercilized Gunfight. And so on. Alright, pretty much similar, okay? You can replace this with the Steady Hand. Depends on how you like the weapon. Alright, now, when it comes to Companion, we'll be running Nautilus as always. You can run Driga, you can run whatever you want, okay? But it is the Nautilus. Cordon to pull enemies, Duplex for the clone, Assault to attack, Vacuum to pull the loot, Manifold for more Cordon, and then you got Shield, Armor, Health, Reinforced Bond for fire rate, and just Bond for critical damage if your sentient weapon has 50% and plus critical chance. You can use the Volclock, that's a nice weapon as well, but my favorite weapon is the Verglass, but you need the Riven for critical chance. It doesn't have to be the same Riven, just critical chance to get that 50% plus. If you don't have a Riven, it's okay. You're losing 120% critical damage, but it's okay. The Verglass can kill steel and can be really good to prime enemies for you, even with viral and heat. So you can take down Nourish if you really want to. It's just a bit slow for me. Now let's test the weapon in Simulacrum. And here we are against level 225 heavy corrupted gunners. Alright, if you aim, you'll see those dots right about there. 8 targets. Alright. Let's go. I don't like this. This is very slow, honestly, and I don't like it, to be honest. Okay, so what you want to do, not to aim at all, and you shoot directly. There you go, mamma mia, and the weapon is not joking, baby. Look at those red crits, tier 3. Let's go. The fire rate of this weapon make up a lot for the secondary Enervate. Look at that, boom, boom. Come on, let's go, baby. Boom, boom. And we're not even joking. There you go. Destroying these enemies. Mamma mia. In the end, I highly recommend having the Tenet Diplos 10 out of 10. Really amazing weapon, and you should try it, guys. Now, remember, I use Revenant, so I don't boost the weapon in any way. I don't want to see the silly comments of, why you use always Revenant? Don't do that. Special thanks to anyone ever supported the channel by liking, subbing, commenting, or joining my Discord link in the description. Special thanks to the members Yareli Main, Broken Shot, Yahya Ben Zaid, Banana Man, Julian, Jugabot, and Alex. The special VIPs, the Voiceless One Too, the Undisputed Donator, Free Hate, the Hall of Donations, Free Hate, Kali, Rekol Free, Victor, Mr. V, Mika West, Milan, Banana Man, Illuminot, Noob Master, and Black Magic. Big love to you all. Let me know what's the next weapon you want to see, and see you next time.